Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24, Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Lance to throw it. Touchdown 49ers! George Kittle with a touchdown grab for Trey Lance. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Ready.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Ready.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, Brandon, we can see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now play fake. Lance rolling to his right. Got his target, Samuel. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Lance. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Touchdown! George Kittle with a touchdown grab for Trey Lance. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2 now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Let's go now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. This is McCaffrey on the give. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. Now Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle with a touchdown grab for Trey Lance. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21, Dolphins 7. Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Blue striker.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. On the out route, he's got Mostert. He could only get a yard after all that. It's second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Shot. 17.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go. Set. Strike. Strike. Go red. Ready.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
He finds Kittle going across the field. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners would extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go. Light blue.
Tua, a final shot before half. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
And the Dolphins first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He'll swing this out to Mostert. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Dolphins. First down.
Drill,
First
52.
and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Drill, green. Steel, black. Set.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Down.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Check, pitch.
Now a give to Mostert running right. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
560.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Blaster, 6. 52 blaster. Opposite, green. Yellow, lining. Check white. Watch out now, 50.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. He'll get it inside the 20. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
No check. 10 cycle.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's swung out to Mostert. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
A gain of 17 yards.
Right, 97.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins.
Trouble, 38.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Ready.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Dolphins are able to cut.
10
cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Right.
Now Lance on the bootleg. And that is incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Let's go. Steal. Check steal.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5 now. Tua flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Kinlaw. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
And going deep for Hill. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Lance. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along.